Well, good morning. Another beautiful day on the Oregon Coast Trail. Gonna walk down to Manzanita. Gonna start on the beach. According to the book, there's a couple snug points at Silver Point and Hug Point. Hug Point, it says to just get up and walk on the road for that. Probably good advice. And then out through a park, and then I'm gonna do a little do 101 into Manzanita. We drove up that way, just really pretty. It's almost prettier sometimes on the road than it is on the trail. On the trail, it's in the woods, so you can't see anything. Okay, let's go do it. Oh, and wave crest in, excellent. I would highly recommend it to anyone who's going to be doing this trail. Great owner. Very comfortable beds. Very nice place. Very good price. Well, let's see what kind of day it is at the beach. Dogs, people doing yoga. The beautiful Haystack Rock. Flags flying. Mom, apple pie. And looking back at the wave crest Inn. As I've said before, what a contrast between the Oregon beaches and California beaches. Oregon beaches are flat, smooth, super compacted sand, super wide. The surf is usually pretty quiet. I mean, in California, I would be afraid to just wade up to my knees. My gosh, the surf is so wild. And the sneaker waves. Hey, are those backpackers? Wow. So I think that part way out there, that's Oswald West State Park. So this part here is called Humbug Point. Yeah, I can see if the tide's up, that may be a problem. Tide is going down. Oh yeah, lots of sand to work with. So this portion here is called Arcadia Beach. So that's called Hug Point there. And it's a pretty good walk to go down there. The book says to go up here at Beach Access 17 and just road walk it. I can't see it. You know, I don't want to walk all the way down there and walk. I'm going to go and walk up the road here for a bit. So this is the return to Hug Beach. You know, that was like a 1.3 mile road walk, you know, not a short distance. So that's looking back at Hug Point. Yeah, it looks like it's still underwater. Maybe you can walk up on that little notch there and get around it. I don't know. And that's at a tide level of 1.1 foot. So, boy, it would have to be pretty low to be walking on sand. Coming up on the town of Arch Cape. As I understand it, there's no stores or anything, just a few bed and breakfasts. Boy, there just couldn't be easier beach walking. It's impossible. Lots of these little creeks, which are not that big, you know, I mean, you could try to cross it there, but there's not enough water in them, just enough to get your shoes wet. So I'm gonna turn left there and go inland. Wow, now that is a wall to be proud of. Holy cow. As I've seen before, the water on the sand is just totally calm. And there's like always a sandbar about 100 yards out. Must have been a sale on flags. I exit at Beach Access 19. So there are two ways you can go at this point. One is to go on a side road up to another hike over a mountain, which is an 800-foot climb and 2.2 miles. But the other way is just to walk the road where the other trail comes and meets in 2.2 miles. That distance is 1 mile. So I think I'm going to allocate my time in the Oswald West State Park for the day and just walk to that 1 mile trail junction and then take Oswald around, which is a very convoluted little hike. So let's go do that. The part is this little tunnel. Adventure. Yeah, it's fine. Nice sidewalk. Hey, that was fun. I felt very comfortable. Nice sidewalk. No real problem. But then I'm totally used to cars. I bet I have 3,000 road walking miles. So probably if you don't like cars, I would just take the trail. And back on the trail. Very nice. Well, it's just a beautiful trail so far in Oswald State Park. Wow. Big old tree going up into space. So there's a good bit of a little climb here at the start of Oswald Park going south. It looks like it tops out at 1,000 feet, so there's still a 1,000-foot climb from where I was at the beach to the top of here. But then it does flatten out here and there and gives you a break. Well, so far it's just a beautifully maintained, beautifully designed trail. No pointless ups and downs. Very good. Well, it's a shady trail, that's for sure. Well, we're getting up to the ocean here. Well, there's a nice view. Way out there is Haystack Rock. That's Canon Beach. That's where I started. You can see Humbug. And right there is Arch Cape. That's where I left to go. Yeah, it's a little bit more brushy once you hit the coast. There are parts where it clears out. A little bit more brushy when you get to the coast. Yeah, it's a little bit overgrown. Yeah, well, you know, getting towards Short Sand Beach, and I'm hoping it'll clear out then. Until then, busting out of the jungle. Whew. Well, look at that. Beautiful. Little lookout. Wow. Still not to Short Sand Beach. Super brushy. Super brushy. Carry on. I guess the trail hasn't been touched here in a couple of years, 2 or 3 years. COVID, dang you COVID. Very powerful virus. So coming up on Short Sand Beach, I kind of thought that as soon as you get within a day hike up the beach here, where you can park and hike, that the trail would improve. And it appears I was correct. So there's Short Sand Beach. And it looks like there's like a fire way out there. Way out there. Maybe that's down by Manzanita. Yeah, as soon as you can get to where people can day hike something, trails usually across America get wildly better. Boy, what a change. Holy cow. Wildly different. There's the beach. Dogs, kids, picnics. There's been at least 20 people past me going out to the point. That's part of the hike. Where there's lots of people, there's a nice trail. So coming back to 101, so again, there's two ways you can go here. You can either go up and over this mountain to avoid the roadblock, which is about 1,300 feet, and then you come back down to Highway 101 again. Or you can just hike Highway 101. And again, I drove in this way, my wife and I drove north. Spectacular views. And if there weren't views, I wouldn't take it. I'd just go the road or the trail. Or if the road was dangerous, but the road has its own dedicated sidewalk. So I'm just going to walk the road. I've got a place to stay in Manzanita, and it's getting close to time for a beer. Boy, this is pretty worn. A lot of people have walked on it. I got to believe not many people take the long high climb and then back down to 101 route. Wow, look at that. So gonna hike down to the end of that spit tomorrow, and then you take a little boat ride across to I think it's called Winchester RV, and then gonna camp down in Rockaway Beach the next day. Beautiful. So that's Manzanita down there. That's a long way down. It is a long way down. Wow, it is literally just a cliff. Yeah, foxglove. So this little trail goes right by the Highway 101. So the trail goes across Highway 101 to go down to the beach again. At this point, I'm going to keep going down Highway 101 to my hotel, the bunkhouse. Sounds lovely. And then so I'll come back in the morning and go through Manzanita and turn left to go down the beach. So let's go look at the bunkhouse. The bunkhouse, a restaurant which is unfortunately closed. Timing is, as they say, everything. Number 3. Well, it looks nice. Looks nice. You know, good enough. Cable, fridge, microwave, bathroom, coffee maker. Yeah, you know, it's fine. Perfect. Fantastic. Wondering how I pick these out again. Whatever's going on about 18 to 20 miles out from where I start. In the northern part of the Oregon Coast Trail, it's kind of town rich, and there's a decent little town at about 18 to 20 miles down the road. So tonight is at the bunkhouse, tomorrow night is at Rockaway Beach, and I don't know what's going to happen past that. The northern half of the OCT is town rich. The southern half is very kind of remote, but I've got my wife in the van at that point. So I can determine to camp as little as possible. Not a big camping fan, not a big tent fan. I never sleep good in a tent. I always do the rotisserie chicken. So tonight, the bunkhouse.